Hi, welcome to Back to School Night. This presentation is for Accelerated Math 7, which goes at a little faster pace than regular Math 7. I'll go over that in a second. A little bit about me. This is my 25th year teaching. My husband is Phil Rodriguez. He's also a teacher here. He was also a teacher at Eden Hill for years. And we have two daughters, Lily and Ella. We have a cute dog named Pliny, too. Accelerated Math covers all of Math 7 and then half of Math 8. It doesn't cover all of Math 8. And the advantage of this class is that it allows the students to possibly, not guaranteed, but possibly skip Math 8, taking Algebra 1 as a 8th grader. The advantage to this is that they can take more AP classes at high school in the area of math. The disadvantages of this is it does not give them high school credit for Algebra 1. And they do have to have 3 years of math to graduate high school. So it's kind of forcing them into taking those pretty advanced classes because their progression would look like geometry, algebra 2, and then pre-calc trig. And then their senior year, if they wanted to, they could take AP calculus. We'll go over that some more in a second. Let's see. There's so many changes coming from back to distance learning that all I can say about those changes is just keep me notified. If something's not working, let me know. Let's go ahead and talk about the staff websites that are on the web page. Anyone can get to these is the advantage of those. So you just Google Bristow and this is what comes up, and you would click on this button right here that says staff web pages, and you just search for my last name. When you find me, this is the page that comes up, and there's two buttons I want to talk to. Again, these are open to anyone. You do not have to be at Bristow School. Grandpa in New York City could help your student with math. When you click on this one, it opens up my daily agenda. This is what is posted to the students at the start of class each day. It has a link to our worksheet in case they lost their worksheet. It has video backup lessons that are hyperlinked, and it has photocopies of a blank of the notes and a filled in version of the notes. So a lot of good information on there. You just scroll down to find the prior days. The next thing I want to talk to you about on that page is the year-long overview and reference notes. So I've been doing this for a while, so I just compiled everything organized. If you open that one up, again, this is to everyone, this is what we're going to learn this year. So if at some time you need tutoring or something like that, and you want to figure out what we learned or how did I teach this, you can open this up. We will just go straight through these. We're right now finishing up or in mid topic 2. Here are the blank copies of the notes, and here is the key to them with my answers filled in. Here's backup videos. Most of these are me, but not all of those are me. Sometimes I just find a video of a random person that's teaching the same thing. Let me go ahead and get back into presentation mode. Again, if I'm going too fast over this, you can rewatch the video. In the students' digital backpack, sorry, I'm missing a quote mark there. These are the icons that you see. This is to Canvas. I will post backups of assignments in there. This is our online textbook. This is a good calculator that does fractions, and this is just an extra practice site that we'll use occasionally in class. So still our main grades are found in Q. I do post everything in Canvas and transfer it over, but the student should be looking in Q to know what their grade is. Grades are 20% classwork homework, 80% test quizzes and projects. The max score on a retake is 90%, and I pretty much let students retake everything except district tests. Those they don't allow me to take, but everything else is pretty much retakeable, or sometimes I'll have them do corrections if they're pretty high anyway. A B, I just have them correct it usually. Let's go ahead and look in Canvas. So this is only accessible to your student. Your student would go into their period 3 accelerated math class. And these two up here are easy access for them to those daily agendas that I showed you a few minutes ago, and easy access for them to get those notes and those videos. I've just hyperlinked the same thing in 2 different places. The staff webpage might be easier for a parent or a grandparent to access, where this would probably be easier for a student. In Canvas is kind of what we're doing each day. We're kind of down here. So this is the date that it's assigned. This is the date that it's due. When you click on those, if it was a worksheet, like this one here is a worksheet, it would have a backup hyperlink to the worksheet as well. They don't turn them in Canvas. We 90% of the time turn everything in paper in class. From here to there, we will turn things in on Canvas, and I'll make that very clear. But most of the time, it's just a backup resource for them. I'm part of Team Kodiak, but some of the kids are cross-team to me from the other 7th grade team. So this should have been sent out to you. My help times for this quarter are Wednesday morning from 7:30 to 8:15. All students are welcome to come. They don't need to be on Team Kodiak. And then Tuesdays after school from 3:15 to 4. Those I try to keep true to. I do have IEPs and 504s and a lot of meetings other times. So try to have your student come on that Tuesday and the Wednesday. That's a good time to take a retake. Every once in a while, I'll let them do a retake in class, but most of the time they need to come in and do it outside of class time. If they can catch me one day and I happen to have the time, then more power to them. Okay. Supplies. What students need for the class is a notebook and a folder or an accordion folder to put handouts in. I suggest a scientific calculator. Anything on Amazon is fine. I just Googled scientific calculator and an expo marker. If they're going to use their phone at home, I recommend downloading for free the Desmos Scientific app. They're never allowed to use their phone in class. Never, ever. Any scientific calculator is fine, and it's not required. Okay, examples of pathways to go from middle school to high school. This would be the non-accelerated pathway, but even in this, there's so many variations. The nowadays will let you take Algebra 1 and Geometry at the same time at the high school. They also offer a Algebra 2 Pre-Calculus combo class. So these are just two examples of a non-accelerated pathway and an accelerated pathway, but again, you can take Algebra 2 and Pre-Calculus at the same time, putting you in Calculus AB your junior year and Calculus BC your senior year. If you really want a rigorous math program, you need 3 years of math to graduate. Not 4, but 4 is recommended for college. This is from a couple years ago, I think 2 years ago, and it's just their survey at the end of the year on whether they enjoyed the class or not, or were glad they took the class. So 85% of them were glad they took the class, but a few of them do think that maybe Math 7 would have been better for them. And if your student at any point decides that the rigor is just too fast, let me know and we can transfer them to the Math 7 class. It's not worth stressing and crying over. Remember, there are a lot of ways to accelerate in high school if this is not the right time. There's a lot of pathways that in many ways are more educationally sound. In high school, they can take that Algebra 1 and Geometry at the same time, but not in the same period. So they have math on A days and B days. And it's not just trying to squish things in super fast. That's okay to decide that this class is not right for you. We can probably get your schedule change done in a day or two and get you into a Math 7 class. Communication, we're coming to the end of our presentation, and I know I spoke really fast. Feel free to rewind me and watch me again. But feel free to have the students message me in Canvas. If you have the Canvas Parent app, you can message me there, or you can always just email me the old-fashioned way. That works as well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching these videos. Have a good day.